Come from a very humble family, an immigrant family that didn't have the chance to have formal education. And my father worked at a very early age at Ford Motor Company. My mom is a homemaker, and they valued education a lot. And they made sure that my siblings and I have the best education possible. So you can say I have passion for education since childhood. I have proved myself as an agent of change in our community, a leader in many capacities, and I care deeply about our education system. I was part of the district planning committee, the strategic planning that we had in 2015, and we laid a really great strategy that I'm really proud of. The overall mission, as you all know it, students first. Educate, inspire, educate, and celebrate. I'm interested in serving to continue on the successes that our schools have done in the past, as well as the Henry Ford College. And I would like to take both institutions to the higher level with you. I'll be honored if I have this opportunity to make sure Dearborn schools are best in the state and to be in a position for a model to be for the nation. I have the same goals for the college, to be the best in Michigan, to rank nationally for its great programs, such as the culinary program that we have at Henry Ford. I have two sons. One is 7. He's a first grader at Gear Park Elementary. He previously attended Whitmore Balls for 2 years, and the other still 3. He's coming up to attend one of these schools. I'd like to make sure that all Dearborn schools students, as well as Henry Ford students, receive quality education, as I would like it for my 2 sons. Thank you.
Okay.
What specific skills and qualifications do you believe that you could bring to the Board of Education?
Thank you. I'd like to follow up on your first question, Trustee Lane, that I do have the time and commitment to serve on the board. I've been very passionate about education, and this has been my dream. To answer your question, Trustee Thorpe, I bring a lot to the board if I'm appointed. I am a business-oriented individual. I'm currently a COO of a startup company, Shebuffer Tech. I've been working for 9 years as a software developer for Computer and then Urban Science. I have an MBA from Wayne State University. This experience would be very essential to the board because I have the expertise to participate in setting and balancing the budget, as well as the college budget as well. I understand what makes successful organizations. And definitely that will help the district and the college to be fiscally responsible. I bring to the board over 10 years or a decade of activism in the community, knowledge and leadership. This activism started back in high school at Fortson High School. I was a student leader there. I founded a cultural club. The activism went on to the University of Michigan, where I attended in Dearborn, studying computer science and computer engineering, but I was also a student senator, advocating for students. And one of the fruitful things that I'm very proud of to deliver from that Senate is to open the library 24 hours for students. As you all know, I ran for this office last year. And through that amazing campaign, I knocked more than 7,000 doors myself. I interacted with thousands of parents and concerned citizens about our school who voiced not only their concerns, but also their wishes and their hopes for our schools. As a parent, I can definitely relate to their aspirations and needs. Through these strong relationships that I have built over the years in civic organizations, like the Neighborhood Association, Eastbourne Neighborhood Association, Rotary, League of Women Voters, and others, many others, and AYSP, I can channel the concerns and ideas and bridge them with this administration to get the conversations and actions going. I also bring teaching experience. I taught for 3 years at a program for Access on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, every day 3 hours. The first year I had 20 students, I had 23 students the next year, and 19 students the third year. And I had an amazing time teaching. I do understand what teachers really go through. Teaching digital connector students really made me appreciate the teaching profession, and it's a noble one. I also bring government policy experience. I'm currently appointed to the Commission on Middle Eastern Affairs Committee for the state's governor. I'm also recently was appointed also to the Environmental Social Justice Task Force. And these experiences have made me and made a lot of networks and relationships with the state government. This will be very valuable to the board as we have to lobby the state for more funding for education. I have made many relationships, as I mentioned, and I believe those will be very valuable for our kids and our district. Thank you.
How do you see the role and responsibilities of a member of the Board of Trustees?
According to the charter for the Dearborn schools and from the meetings that I've been attending, the roles and responsibilities lie on delivering on what the constituents have voted for the board members to do, to direct the superintendent, to guide also the president of the college, and to be somewhat like a steering committee for both institutions, to be the voice for all the parents and the constituents, to set and balance the budget, and in short, it's to deliver quality products, if you're talking business-wise. And those products are aspiring, successful students who are ready to take on the college experience, and for the college, either ones who are going to four-year colleges or universities, or individuals who are ready professionals to take on the workforce. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
How do you envision becoming a productive contributing member of the existing governance team, 6 current board trustees and the superintendent and college president?
I promise you that I will be a very productive member. I will exceed the expectations that people have for a board member. This is something that I dear to my heart and I love. And people who do things that they love, they do it best. I will listen to all of you, all constituents, their stories, their problems, and channel them to the administration. I will do my best to research all the agenda items prior to the meeting, and also utilize my already experience and relationships to make sure that our schools become rewarding schools. I was reading the other day that only 2 schools of Dearborn schools were reward schools this year. This is a concern for me. I'd like all of our schools to be rewarding schools. I know that's a huge goal, but we can get there. We may sometimes disagree if I get appointed on this board, because I do have, as like you, different opinions and different thoughts. But I promise that I will always respect you as colleagues, value your opinion, and for the people who do know me, I'm a person who likes harmony, that works in a team. So I promise you I will be a great team player and making sure that we're doing this for the benefits of our kids. Thank you.
Adel, given that both Dearborn Public Schools and Henry Ford College share a common board of trustees, what unique challenges and/or opportunities do you believe are created by this relationship? And how do you see the 2 institutions collaborating on behalf of the students and the community?
Very good question, and I've been thinking about that for a while. Actually, having both the college and the district under one leadership is quite a challenge, but it also brings many opportunities and many collaborations. We're lucky to have Henry Ford in our realm. We're very lucky because our students can utilize, those in the district can utilize the college and its resources. For example, the dual enrollment program, which I took part in, the Collegiate Academy, which has been tremendous and amazing. I believe we can expand on that collaboration. We need to be more inviting. For example, Henry Ford students should be able to have a program where they serve and volunteer in our schools. And this should perhaps be a credit to their degree. Another thing would be is to bring business partnerships between either the college or even individual schools and the businesses nearby. We need to utilize the businesses that are around us and invite them to our schools. And I actually have done that in the past myself when we started the mentoring program at Etzel Ford. I reached out to the across the street from Etzel, the Ford Research Center, and invited engineers to come and participate in the mentoring program. They loved it, and the students loved it too, to hear from them. And it's only within a walking distance. So we just need to reach out. There is a large number of our students who actually attend Henry Ford after they finish the P-12, and that's amazing. But we also need to market Henry Ford to our students. We do a great job of marketing it outside, but we need to do it in district marketing as well. Thank you, Philip.
You're welcome.
Okay, you have 3.5 minutes. You can make a closing statement now if you'd like.
Sure. I came to Fordson in 2000, knowing only a handful of English words that I can count with my fingers. I struggled. I worked really hard to get a university scholarship and make my parents proud. And since then, I did not only dedicate myself to my own success, I dedicated my time and efforts to enriching the lives of students for the betterment of our education system, whether it's starting the nonprofit organization that promotes higher education or volunteering in various activities in the community. And here I am today before you, hoping to join you to lead this amazing district, to give back to the entire Dearborn community. As you all know, the district and the college have many challenges, as well as opportunities. I would be honored if I can be selected as your colleague. If appointed, I will make sure with you that I utilize my background in business, history of activism, and education, and continuously work to improve and make sure that we have reward schools and prosperous Henry Ford College. I would like to thank all of those who supported me along the process and during the 2016 campaign. Can't forget that. I'm truly humbled by your tremendous and show of support. Receiving this tremendous support has motivated me to serve and to seek this appointment once again. I thank you, the board, for your patience. I know this is a difficult process for you, and I wish you well in choosing the right candidate. I'd like to also thank each one of the 11,121 voters who put their trust for me last November, and those who came and supported me today. And I hope you as well can join them in selecting me as your colleague. Thank you so much for your consideration, and thank you for your time.
Thank you for your interest in